Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hello everyone, Namaste, Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhagavad Gita session. In our previous sessions, we completed up to chapter 17. And starting today, we'll do chapter 18. This chapter is a summary of all previous chapters. In case you have missed previous chapters, no problem. So you can learn some certain things in this chapter as well. So this chapter is very profound. Krishna teaches us the importance of doing our duty and attaining perfection by doing our duties. So that's why you can see this chapter. This chapter is titled Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Moksha means liberation. Moksha means liberation. Sannyasa means renunciation. Sannyasa means renunciation. Yoga means a path. So, is Krishna is teaching us to attain liberation, one has to renounce the world. Huh? One has to go become a monk and go to forest, leave everything, leave family. Is that what Krishna is teaching? No, no. So Krishna teaches the true renunciation. What is the true renunciation by which one can attain liberation? The real renunciation by which one can attain liberation. What is the true renunciation that leads one to liberation? Krishna teaches in this chapter. Okay, so this chapter also starts with a question from Arjuna. Arjuna asks a question. Can you explain the difference between renunciation and tyaga? There is no English word for tyaga. Basically, the true renunciation. Uh, this is the same question Arjuna had asked in the third chapter, in the fifth chapter. He wants to give up duties, he wants to run away from the battlefield, and he doesn't want to do his duty. He doesn't want to do his duty. And Krishna explained the entire first six chapters, Karma Yoga, just to make Arjuna understand and do his duty. That what is his duty? To fight. Do his duty is to fight. So just to do his duty, Krishna explained first six chapters, and Krishna explained many things. And towards the end, Arjuna asks a question. Then what is the purpose of even renunciation? Why the renunciation exists? Right? We see people in this world renounce. They give up their duties. What is the purpose of that? Why would anyone do that? So Krishna says real renunciation is not just giving up our duties. Real renunciation is giving up attachment to the duty. You do your duty, don't get attached to your duty. Don't get attached to like this is my world. I can't live without this job. I can't live without if you are in our duty, if everybody is appreciating us, praising us, you are a best performer, you're doing your duty well, don't get attached to those mean results. In your duty, if people are criticizing it, don't take it to your heart. Don't get dejected. Be neutral. Be neutral to all your anything you do in this world. Okay, perform your duty. Don't get attached to your duty. Don't think like your life is nothing without your duty, your job. And at the same time, uh, don't get carried away by success or failure in your duties. Success. So be neutral in your duties. Hmm? Yes, Krishna, I want to be that like that, but can you help me understand how can I be like that? So Krishna says, don't think you are the only doer. Krishna teaches a profound wisdom here again. Interesting facts. Interesting facts Krishna teaches. All the time we think I am doing it with my body, with all, I'm the one who is doing it. Hmm? I'm the one who is making this project run. I'm the one who played this game and won the game. I'm the one. So because of so-called ego, we get attached to our either duty or success failure, right? That happens. Huh? So Krishna says, yes, you can develop detachment. You need to understand you're not the only doer. There are other doers too. There are five doers. Krishna says five doers. For us to act, for us to function, there are five doers. Hmm? Our body, we need a body, our senses, our efforts, and the soul and the super soul. So we will learn that it's quite complicated, intricate subject matter. So what are these five doers? How the five doers make us function? Krishna teaches us that we'll learn as we go. This is the first section. Krishna says the essence here is first section. Krishna says you do your duty, but uh, without attachment. Don't get attached to your duty. Don't get attached to success or failure. Be neutral and perform your duty. Don't think you are the cause of your actions. There are five doers too. Okay, and you need to understand your life is revolved around three modes: Satvaguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Huh? This is a subject matter of the 15, 16, I mean, 14 chapters, 16 and 17 chapter, and throughout 18 chapter, Krishna emphasized this one. From 18, verse number 18 to 40, Krishna spoke about all our actions, anything we do, they fall into these three modes. Mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Satvaguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. Hmm. Anything we do, like the knowledge we gain, is fall into three categories: mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. The actions we do, the way I talk, my talk can also be in the mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. You can see I'm speaking so soft in a pleasant way. Maybe it's mode of goodness. Hmm? And if I'm speaking in a aggressive way or restless, confused way, that means a mode of passion. Uh, I'm speaking so completely different subject matter and out of zone, a mode of ignorance. All right. Anything we do, any action can be seen in these three modes: mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Hmm? Our intellectual abilities will also fall into these three modes. Our determination will also fall into the three modes. So this is a time of new year. Everyone takes a new year resolution, right? So new year resolution, I'll go to gym, I'll lose this much weight. uh, with so great determination they start, but their determination wouldn't last long. Uh, Only 1 or 2 days after that they stop doing those things, right? So determination is good, but determination varies according to the mode they are in. Right? Determination is the mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. We'll see that very, very profound wisdom here. Krishna teaches very wonderful things. Or happiness one derives. One could be happy by uh, attending Bhagavad Gita class, attending Bhagavad Gita class. Some person's happiness is attending Bhagavad Gita class. Some other person happiness is watching nice movie or playing video game, or some other person happiness is fighting or killing someone, punching someone. It varies. Happiness is same, but it varies according to the mode we are in. It's not mood, it's mode. The mode, M-O-D-E mode. M-O-D-E mode, the mode we are in. So every living being, any soul, any living being is influenced by these three modes. Right? All our actions are based on these three modes. Whatever we do in this world is based on these three modes. So Krishna spoke about this one and says that you need to elevate your consciousness, come to the mode of goodness. Do all your duties with Satoguna. Satoguna. The knowledge, your determination has to be sattvic. Your happiness also has to be sattvic. What is that sattvic thing? We'll see that. I'm giving highlights, what's upcoming highlights here in this entire chapter. So this is a theme we follow, right? Throughout our Gita sessions, we'll give an overview, so that way we can map what's coming as we go. We can revise again and again, so that it will stick in our mind. We got to revise again and again to stick in our mind. So anyway, so first section about the teachers, Krishna teaches, do your duties, but don't get attached to your duties. Don't get attached to your duties. Be neutral to success or failure, and at the same time, don't think you are the cause of your actions. There are other doers too, and your entire life is shaped by these three modes. your entire life, your actions, your knowledge you gain, the way you talk, the way you handle situations, the way you derive happiness, anything can be seen in these three modes. Okay, that's first two sections. And the third section Krishna teaches. So, according to your mode, according to your nature, select a job. Do a duty according to, it's called Varna Ashrama Dharma. In Sanskrit, it's called Varna Ashrama Dharma. Hmm? Some people are good in giving advices. Hmm? Some people are good in protecting, like police officer job. Not everybody can do police officer job, right? I can't do police officer job, right? And I can't do I can't be a doctor. I don't. I like. I don't like to see a blood and suffering or something happening to a body. That's not my nature. Right? I can't do that. Right? So likewise, there are different jobs that fits individuals. Some individuals are giving good in giving advices. Some individuals are good in protecting nation. They are very strong, healthy, hefty, and they can very aggressive personalities. They can protect, go ahead and protect the citizens. Like police officer, right? We can see police officers how they do their duties, right? So not everybody can be a police officer. Hmm. Some people are good in business. Hmm. Transactions, the buying, selling, trading. Some people are good in these things, and some people just work for others. They don't do their own. They are not entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, they are not entrepreneurs, but they just work for others. They just, right. So it varies. It varies. So we can see this Varna Ashrama Dharma in very detail. It is wrongly mistaken in the Vedic tradition. It is mistaken to be caste. Okay. uh, SC, ST, BC, XC, some there are different caste levels, but as per Vedic tradition, there is no caste at all. There is no caste at all. It's all made up. It's all made up after people misunderstood this Varnashrama Dharma to be caste system. But I know if you're coming from Indian background, you may know this. What is caste system? What is caste system? SC, ST, BC. There are so many varieties of caste system. So those are all came later. In the Vedic tradition, there was no caste system at all. There was only Varna Ashrama Dharma. Hmm. Duties according to the individual's nature, they do. It's not like they fix to the. Some people are like they start a job to serve others. They are employee. Later they become employer. They do business also. They change their nature and that's okay, right? They change their nature. So it's not like a person is a labor is always a labor. No. No, he can change his nature. So as the way he's living lifestyle, his nature changes, right? So likewise, so that is a Varnashram system. We will go through this in detail when we get into the shlokas here, but just to highlight this point that in India, in the people who are coming from Indian background, so there is something like caste system. So that's a misunderstood thing. But we all we have is just a Varnashrama Dharma only. Okay, so we'll see that as when we go there. And the other section, the first section here, Krishna teaches that. So for us, any human being, for us to attain perfection in the life, achieving the goal of life, that is to attain moksha, liberation. What is the goal of human life? Simple, to attain liberation. Why am I studying Bhagavad Gita? Why am I studying Bhagavad Gita? To attain moksha, liberation. That's the only purpose Krishna teaches this chapter. Okay, so you do your action. Hmm. Krishna says, do not even think about renunciation. Be in the world, be untouched by the world. Okay? Do your actions and gain knowledge and practice bhakti, devotion towards the Lord. Krishna stressed that point. You practice bhakti by that underlying devotion unto the Lord, then you'll surrender to the Lord and you can attain the Lord. Hmm. And finally, Krishna concludes this entire chapter, entire Bhagavad Gita. And after hearing all this, Arjuna mind transformed. He says, Karishe Vachanam Tava. Now that I understood what you want me to do, you're not making me go. You gave me a big lecture, and now I understood why I'm fighting. What was the conception when Arjuna started his duty? He thought he is the cause of his action, and he was worried about outcome, dharma, the future outcome. He was too much worried about outcome. success, failure, and he was he thought he's a police officer. He thought by doing his duty he'll get sin. He has many confusions. Krishna slowly clear all the confusions and says one important thing: you do your duty as a service to me for my pleasure. Make me as your goal and do your duty. Make me as your goal. Why am I going and doing IT job? To attain liberation, to moksha, for the pleasure of the Lord, as a service to the Lord, to attain liberation. Why am I doing? I'm a doctor. Why am I doing going and treating patients? Huh? I'm doing, I'm treating patients because I'm serving Lord. That is, I'm doing this work as a service to the Lord for the pleasure of the Lord, to attain the Lord. With that motive, you do your duty. That's what Krishna is saying here. So if you can do that, you can be in this world, be untouched by this world, and you can eventually come to me. That's how this entire chapter flows. This is the biggest chapter in this entire Bhagavad Gita. Another biggest chapter after second chapter. Like it has 78 verses, so many verses. Okay, so I give a high level overview of this chapter. So we'll get into the shlokas. So this is the first shloka. If anyone want to read, Arun Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu. Good. No, we can't hear you. He's
Hello.
Yeah. Now I can hear you, Prabhu. Good.
अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासस्य महाबाहो तत्त्वम् इच्छामि वेदितुं त्यागस्य च हृषीकेश पृथक् केशिनिषूदन. Arjuna said, O mighty armed one, I wish to understand the purpose of renunciation, tyaga, and of the renounced order of life, sannyasa, O killer of the Kesi demon, master of the senses.
Thank you, Prabhu. So this chapter again starts with the question of Arjuna. The first question, first question, and this is the last question basically. So if you ask one question, Krishna gives a big elaborate answer. Entire chapter is Krishna's answer. Krishna's answer. He's asking this question about, he want to understand more about the renunciation. Hmm. It's not that he wants to renounce. He got the clarity already from previous chapters. Arjuna wants to run away from battlefield. And third chapter, fifth chapter also, Arjuna asks this question. Third chapter, fifth chapter, again and again he asks. Krishna says, no, you don't have to renounce the world to attain. You don't have to renounce the world to attain perfection in life. Hmm? You just be in the world and be untouched by the world. Krishna spoke many things just to stress this point that Arjuna has to do his duty. Arjuna understood and he asked the question again, but to understand in detail about what is the purpose of even renunciation. Right? Arjuna sees many people go to far. We see, right, in this world, many people go to forest. Some people, out of frustration from the family, if wife or spouse is so troublesome, they're like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this family. I'm done with this wife. I'm done with this life. Let me go. Let me go and be myself. I'll renounce everything. I'll become a saint. What kind of renunciation is that? The renunciation is renouncing, but it is out of frustration. Out of frustration, irritation, he's renouncing his duties. Right? Krishna totally forbids that. No, don't do that. Totally condemns that. One should not do that. Hmm? So renunciation, we can see here these are following set of verses. Krishna very emphatically teaches what is the real renunciation, what is even the purpose of renunciation. Okay, so we can see one more thing, important thing in this slow in this verse here. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahabahu, Rishikesha, Keshi Nishudana. These are wonderful words. Mahabahu means a mighty warrior. Huh? Arjuna is saying Krishna is a mighty warrior. God, you are a mighty warrior. God, you are a controller of senses. You are a Rishikesha. God, you are a Keshi Nishudana. Keshi, you are a killer of demon Keshi. When Krishna was in the childhood, as Krishna was growing, right, he performed many pastimes. Many pastimes. He killed many demons. Many demons. I mean, that is the purpose here he appeared, right? To annihilate the demons, to protect the dharma. He killed many demons. One of the demon is Keshi demon. He subdued and killed the Keshi demon. So Arjuna is praising Krishna so much. Hmm. If we want something from if my child wants something from me, my child would maybe say that, okay, my dear dad, you are the best dad in the world. You are the best dad in the world. Your dress is so cool. Your hairstyle is so cool. So likewise, this child praises dad. Just to get the attention of the dad and get some favors of the dad, right? So we see that in this world. Similarly, Arjuna is also praising Krishna. You are the great warrior, mighty warrior, and you are the controller of senses. You are the one who ensures everything, all our senses are functioning. And you are the killer of demon. You are such a great personality. I'm worried about, I want to know, my dear Lord, I want to know about renunciation. Help me understand what is the purpose of renunciation, what is true renunciation, why in this world people renounce. Why in this world people renounce. We'll see that. Now Krishna explain this. Okay. So Krishna, he doesn't give one answer. He gives opinions of others. He says, some people say this, some people say this, but listen to my opinion. So we'll see this. Anyone wants to read?
श्रीभगवानुवाच काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं सन्न्यासं कवयो विदुः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागं विचक्षणाः. Supreme Personality of Godhead said, the giving up of activities that are based on material desire is what great learned men call the renounced order of life, sannyasa, and giving up the results of all activities is what the wise call renunciation, tyaga. त्याज्यं दोषवद् इति एके कर्म प्राहुर्मनीषिणः यज्ञदानतपः कर्म न्यत्याज्यम् iti chapare. Some learned men declare that all kinds of fruitive activities should be given up as faulty, yet other sages maintain that acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. निश्चयं शृणु मे तत्र त्यागे भारतसत्तम त्यागो हि पुरुषव्याघ्र त्रिविधः सम्प्रकीर्तितः. O best of Bharatas, now hear my judgment about renunciation. O tiger among men, renunciation is declared in the scriptures to be of three kinds.
Thank you, Prabhu. So thank you for nice pronunciation. The way you're reciting is so nice, so cool. These are
Thank
the
you.
words. These are the words of Krishna. This shlokas emanated from the mouth of Krishna, right? Um, and here these shlokas. These shlokas are also purifying. These are the messages. These are not prayers. These are messages, but this can be seen as a praise because these messages emanated from the God Himself. When we chant, when we recite, or when we hear, just by hearing Bhagavad Gita, it's so purifying. It purifies our mind, consciousness, heart. So wonderful, wonderful Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so now here, Arjuna, what is Arjuna's question? Arjuna is saying, "Hare Krishna, I want to know about renunciation. Please, you are such a great soul. You are the you killer of demon. I want to know the real purpose of renunciation. What is true renunciation means in this world." So Krishna gives the answer, but Krishna gives, some people says this, other people say this. That this is my opinion. Okay, that is a flow here. We'll see. We'll break it down. But before we go there, we need to understand few things, very important things. In the Vedic tradition, in Sanatana Dharma, Vedic tradition, very beautifully our actions are classified. Sanatana Dharma beautifully classifies our actions, the actions we do in this world. It's called Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Kamya Karma. Okay? Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Kamya Karma. This is what everybody does. Okay? Frequency, Nitya Karma means daily duties. daily duties, regular duties. Okay. Naimitika karma means occasional duties. Occasionally you perform certain things. Hmm? And kamya karma means you have a desire. Because of the desire, you do this. Your actions are desire driven. Desire driven. You got a desire and you do this. Hmm? Daily you do certain duties, occasionally you do certain duties, and you're driven by certain desires, you do your duties, right? So all our actions are classified into these three alone. So we can see here very wonderful classification. So, but it's very important. It's not about our duties, but the duties that helps us to elevate our consciousness. Okay, so we'll see that nitya karma. Nitya karma, karma means action. Okay, karma means action. Eating is an action. Eating is also karma. Sleeping also an action. Sleeping is a karma. Talking, doing our duties, everything is a karma. Hmm? What is this nitya karma about? Is Krishna is talking about you have to eat daily? Yeah, you have to eat daily. You have to sleep daily, and you have to take care of your children daily. You have to do your job daily. Those are karmas only. So that's okay. But nitya karma here in the Vedic context, nitya karma, the duties one must perform daily is the duties that helps one to elevate his consciousness. All our actions must elevate our consciousness. Is it true? Right? Well, we do many duties in this world. Hmm? We do IT job or doctor job or immigration attorney job or whatever the job we do, different jobs. Are our jobs elevating our consciousness or degrading our consciousness? Hmm? All our daily duties, we're taking care of children and doing many actions in this world, right? From 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., just 2 hour frame, we do many actions. So how many actions are uplifting us, elevating our consciousness, or how many actions are degrading our consciousness? It varies according to individual, but we can see it. Yeah, it varies, right? To a individual person according to the mode they are in, mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. He works in a certain way, but not all actions are elevating. Not all our actions are just. And we don't know most of the time. We don't know why are we doing. Just doing for the sake of doing. uh, right? Mechanically we are doing, right? But Vedic tradition, the Vedic culture teaches us all our duties must purify us. Our actions must purify us. Okay. Nitya karma means the duties that purify us. So what are the duties that purify us? It is few things are given. Okay. One has to do Sandhya Vandanam, prayers. Prayers in the morning or evening. Sandhya means evening though, but in general, we can see this is applicable for everybody, right? So, daily prayers take some time for ourselves. We give time to many people in this world. Uh, we're so busy with many things, but take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, sit at one place and chant holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bring divinity God into our mind consciousness. We can meditate on the God, or we can chant few shlokas from Bhagavad Gita, hmm, or hear some lecture throughout the end, right? Before, at least before we go to bed, and you can hear the holy names of the Lord. And if you go to YouTube, there are so many songs. There is no lack of resources in this, at least in 2026. So many resources everywhere. Hmm. So in the previous ages, people used to do all kinds of duties, but towards the end, they assemble all the people. They come out of their homes. They come. It's real. They all go and come out of their homes, and they all assemble in one place, and they all recite. They all meditate. They all recite. One person recites Ramayana. Raman, he glorifies Rama, he sings, he makes the entire village, entire neighborhood a devotional neighborhood. Hmm. So everybody is like so much transcendental. They forget all their duties, they forget all their worries, problems, everything, and they just go to a place every day and become absorbed. in dhyana, meditation, in hearing, either absorbed by hearing or absorbed by chanting the holy names. So in the Vedic tradition, it used to be like that. Now all those goodies are gone now. All these tools are gone now. You know, we hardly go, at least in this US, we can see here. Hardly anybody comes out, hardly people talk to each other. I was quite surprised when I came from India to US, like for the first time, and in the neighborhood, people don't even go to each other's home, or they don't even come out, they don't even assemble, they don't even talk. Rarely they talk. If they talk, they rarely they talk. That's fine. That's their culture. That's how they that have been. That's okay. But the point here is, in the traditionally, in the Vedic culture, in the traditionally, during the time of Krishna or Rama, those times, like all the good times, people used to assemble in a place and hear and spend time for elevation, to purify their consciousness. They used to spend so much time to elevate their consciousness. Hmm. So hear about Krishna or meditation, group chanting, group meditation. uh, they used to have a wonderful time. So I mean, we are not in that age, but we are in 2026. We don't have to look for around people. Someone come to me, let's all assemble. We don't have to do that much. Yeah, maybe we can do occasionally, but at least daily, daily 5 minutes, sit and meditate on the God, hear about the God. So God's names are so purifying. God names are so purifying. When the God name, Krishna or Rama, when it enters into the ears, when it enters into the ears, it enters through the ears, it enters into the heart. It cleanses the heart. The holy name of the Lord, the pastimes of the Lord cleanses the heart, uplifts our consciousness, bring us to the mode of goodness, sattva guna. Right. So these are the daily duties one must do. One must do. Hmm. As per Vedic tradition, one must do this Sandhya Vandana, some prayers, Vedic study. These are purifying activities one must do. Okay, so second category. So second set of actions people in general do. These are occasional duties. These are naimitika karma. Huh? Like if a person is born, if a child is born, so there are some rituals in Vedic tradition. We all see that. People from India, they know this very well. There are some rituals when the child is in the womb, or after birth, throughout throughout the life, 0 to 100. Right, 0 to 100, throughout the life there are some rituals that has to be performed. These are all occasional rituals. Huh? It is said that one must perform those too. One must not neglect that, because those rituals are very purifying. I can explain those what are those rituals and what is the purpose of those rituals, why they exist, what they do to the soul. I can explain that later, but those exist for a purpose. It's not for no reason. All the rituals exist for a purpose. Hmm. The one of the example is the food intake, right? The food we intake, so that has to be a sanctified food. So there will be a worship in the temple, and the food is sanctified. The first food we eat has to be like sanctified food, right? So that's an example. These are occasional duties. There's so many rituals, occasional duties one must do. One must do. That's what Krishna is going to stress it. Krishna has not spoken yet. Krishna gave opinions in next further verses. Krishna says, but we need to say in this context. We need to understand this set, right? Actions in this set of actions, people in general perform. Hmm? And karma karma is desire based actions. Desire based actions. We see in general also. I'm trying to compare Vedic tradition versus current life, modern generation. This that way we can relate. So sometimes if we only hear the Vedic tradition, we think like, okay, this doesn't apply to me in 2026. So that's not the case. This Sanatana Dharma, the whatever is spoken in Sanatana Dharma is applicable for anybody, not just India, throughout every human being. These things, everybody does it, right? But people do daily duties, occasional duties, desire-based duties. Everybody does it. Everybody does it. This is applicable to. Everybody, everybody. Hmm? So what is desire based duty? Hmm? So people are in need, everybody in need of something. Yes, we are not a stone, right? We are not a stone. We are in this world. We look at things, we get attracted to things, and we want it. It is, it is, it is not uncommon. It is common. It is common, right? So I look at a nice house. Through my eyes, sense of vision, I look at a nice house. I desire for the house. I desire that I wish I had this house, and I work towards attaining that house. Right? So, likewise, people like us, one would desire for a good sari or a cloth or a jewelry or a vacations place or many things, many things. Right? So people do certain duties or actions based on their desires, desire driven actions. It's called desire driven actions. Okay, so that is a modern terminology I explained, but now I explain the Vedic terminology. People, when a person in need of a child, hmm, in need of a child, the wife and husband, they don't have a child, they are in need of a child, there are some rituals. Yes, there are some rituals. If a family does it, they are guaranteed to get a child. But in 2026, nobody, it's quite hard because there is no pujari or the priest who can chant those mantras perfectly. Yes, this is true, that will work, but the priest who, there is no priest who can chant these mantras properly. They do mistakes, and not just that, the ingredients has to be pure. Hmm. For the ritual, the ingredients they use has to be pure, and the person intention has to be pure. Hmm. So those things doesn't exist nowadays. But if a person does it correctly, and then their desire will be fulfilled. This is called kamya karma, putra kameshti yajna. Hmm? Or it's called putra in Sanskrit, putra kameshti yajna. So there are some rituals. If a person does, they'll attain their things, whatever they want. Some rituals, if a person in need of money, in need of money, he can do some puja, offering, rituals, he will get money. Guaranteed to get money, right? So but one may say, like, I'm doing this, I'm not getting this. I hired a pujari, I gave so much money to him, but my desire is not fulfilled, I'm not getting anything. What kind of person is this? I'll go to other god, this god, that god. Because our ingredients are not pure, our intention is not pure, our pujari, the priest who is performing is not pure, his mindset is not pure. That's why certain things do not work. Certain things do not work just for that reason. But these things exist. Okay, so I spoke about the Vedic culture, Kamya Karma. So Nitya Karma, Naimitika Karma, Kamya Karma. Daily duties, occasional duties, desire-based duties. We all perform our actions, but all our rituals should be purifying. Okay, either it could be daily duty like meditating on the holy name of the Lord and doing some meditation, dhyana, hearing about the God. These are purifying. One must do. One must do Nitya Karma for sure. Okay, one must also do like occasional duties also one must do. And desire based duties, should this be renounced or no? We'll see that what Krishna says. Okay, now, what in the previous verse, what Krishna has spoken, I know this is too much technical, but this chapter is like that. I hope you can make sense. um, if it was in person, if you're seeing each other, I can do some, some activities to engage you all. But now it is just one way. I speak, you listen. There is nothing, there's not much interactive things we can do on Zoom. Anyway, so now what Krishna says in this previous verse is like verse 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll speak about this and end the session. So 2, 3, 4, Krishna spoke about the opinions in general people give. Hmm? People give. Okay, what is the first opinion? Opinion one, opinion two. Okay, so sannyasa, the Krishna is explaining renunciation. Okay, the theme is Krishna is explaining renunciation. Okay, so some people say the third one in this list, you see this, right? Kamya karma, it should be renounced. Okay, desire driven action must be renounced. Okay, one must not desire anything, Desire is a cause of problem, and one must relinquish desire. It is some. It's not Krishna's opinion. Krishna is saying it is the opinion of some people, some set of people. They say you should never ever perform this kamya karma, desire driven actions. If you're desirous of something, you should relinquish. You should never ever pursue your desire. Some people say that. Krishna did not say that. Some people say that. We'll see what Krishna's answer next Wednesday, but not today. Hmm? Tyaga. Some people say that one has to renounce the attachment to results, right? So that means he's desirous to win a game. He's playing a sport. He's playing a sport, tennis. He played tennis, and he desired to win, and he won. And because of his winning, he thinks it is because of him. I'm the one who won this game, and everybody started appreciating me. Let everybody start appreciating me, glorify me. I'm the best tennis player. Hmm? So Krishna is saying opinion here. Okay? So this attachment to results, right? One get attached to winning. If a tennis player is playing tennis, is winning, everybody's appreciating him, and he's getting attached to winning again. He's getting attached to winning. I want to win, no matter what. I want to win. I will win, whatever it takes. Right? That's called attachment to results of your action. Right? So what is the action? Playing tennis. What is the result? Winning. There is a joy in winning, right? There's a joy in winning. So people get attached to that kind of joy in winning, that joy in winning, right? So now this is the opinion. Krishna says some set of people say one should renounce that mindset, right? The mindset of attaching to results. That means you win or not, be neutral, right? So this is some people say. So what Krishna says, Krishna saying this is the opinion of some set of people. Some people say you should not fulfill your desires. You should uh, uh, desire driven actions you must not perform. And other people say you should never get attached to your results. Hmm? This is one category of people Krishna is saying. Other category of people, some others say all our actions are whatever you do. They bind you, they trap you. This is the opinion of other people. Okay, Krishna has not spoken his opinion. I'm stressing again, don't get confused. So this is the opinion. Other people say one should abandon all duties. It's nitya karma, nimitika karma, kamya karma, daily duties, occasional duties, desire-based duties. One should renounce and go to forest and become a monk. Live like that. Some people say that. Krishna is saying. So what Krishna is doing, Krishna is giving the definition of renunciation. Krishna is helping us understand what is true renunciation means. Okay, so Krishna is giving opinions of others. Okay, and some other people say yajna dana tapa karma should not be performed. So certain, we'll see that in next session again. So certain things like yajna dana tapa. What is dana means charity. Tapas means austerity. Yajna means certain duties. Some people say that this must be performed. They should not be abandoned. Okay, so what is true here? What should one perform? What one should not perform. Hmm? So Krishna gives opinion. Krishna says yes. What Krishna says, we'll see next Wednesday. Because again, that's quite elaborative. But Krishna says all our actions falls into these three categories, right? Mode of goodness, passion, ignorance. Example I'm giving, I'm speaking in a nice, softer, gentle way. That is speaking in the mode of goodness. I can speak in a aggressive way, confused way, uh, using the hard words. That's mode of passion. I'm speaking to hurt you all or hurt others. Right? That is a mode of ignorance, tamasic way, and using bad language. Right? This is a tamasic way. The action is same, speaking, but the way I'm speaking is different. It could be different, right? So anything can be seen in these three modes: satoguna, rajoguna, tamoguna. If you can understand these three gunas, we can understand the Bhagavad Gita. So what Krishna is saying, he is giving a definition of renunciation. He's saying renunciation is also classified in three modes. Renunciation in the mode of goodness, renunciation in the mode of passion, renunciation in the mode of ignorance. Okay, that means people are giving up their duties. People are giving up their duties out of certain mindset. Hmm? Okay, we'll learn this in detail in next session, but I'll give a hint, like one line I'll say. Okay, person in the mode of goodness, he just renounces the attachment to the work or results of his work. He lives, he does his duty with detachment. Okay, person in the mode of uh, what he renounces as the result of his action. Okay, mode of goodness. The person in the mode of passion, he renounces the duty itself. He renounces the duty itself by giving some reason. My body pain, my headache, I can't do this, I can't hear this, reason. The renunciation in the mode of ignorance, he renounces his duty. Why? Because of uh, confusion or a misunderstanding and various things. Hmm. So every individual is different. Every individual's mindset is different. What they give up their duties, why they give up their duties, it is varied according to the mode they are in. Okay, I repeat again, every individual is different. The why they give up their duties, it varies according to the mode they are in, mode of goodness, passion, or ignorance. Okay, so we'll see that what is that in next session, next Wednesday, because this is quite elaborative. I already spoke many things here. Um, okay, I'll stop here. If you have any questions, thoughts, sharings, we can take now. Thank you all for joining. Hare Krishna.